Hey, and be the ones closest to you. Not throwing stones from a distance, but up close, and it's kind of gross. It be the ones in your own home, throwing the most stones like they stoned. Throwing stones while you building a throne, talking like they mind gone in the wind. But here's how you win, tell them frankly, my dear, we don't give a damn. Listen up, fam, gotta put shrouded in the wind. That's how you win, no L's. Yeah, we ain't fellin', the anointing swelling like the Nile, overflowing for miles. The prayer's gonna flow when you know the truth. And truthfully, it be the ones in your own home, throwing the most stones like they mind gone. Throwing stones while you building your throne. Okay, yeah, they hate.
Peace, family. Welcome to the journey. I'm Jeshron, the Promised Land Consultant, and my mission statement and what I live by every time I cut this camera on is I'm dedicated to serving you, family, from sun up to sun down. Dedicated, family, to seeing you planted, growing, and manifesting in your promised land, family. And for those of you who may not know what a promised land is, I don't always go over it, but it's somebody who is willing to fight with you no matter what you are going through. No matter how deep the pit is, no matter how deep the valley is, no matter how dark the situation is, I'm that ear, I'm that voice, I'm that person that wants to speak up and speak for you in every situation. That means I'm there to gas you up. I'm there to put more fuel on the fire. I'm there to put more oil in your lamp whenever I can with whatever I can. I spend my time in one of the most motivational books that I believe is around, which is, the Bible. I call it the manual's manual, but I keep my face planted in the book, so what grows out of me can help you get rooted in your promised land, which is what every conversation that we have is simply about. And the conversation today that we're gonna have, that's gonna transpire, I believe will truly help you as you are taking those big steps day by day by day, shaking the earth to get to where you need to be, which is your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, or as I love to call it, your promised land, that land of milk and honey, baby. So let's get into the message for today, which is, it be the ones in your own home who throw the most stones. It be the ones in your own home who throw the most stones. And this is something that I think that we've all heard or know about or have come across in our life, but it's something that's worth revisiting. It's something to keep in the forefront of our mind. It's something that we really can't hear enough of, It's one of those messages where if we can hear it from as many angles as possible, it will benefit us, because hearing other people talk about it from many different angles is just something that can benefit us in so many ways, because it's the sucker punches, it's the arrows, and it's the words that come from those closest to us that hurt us the most. You feel me? It's those that we thought loved us. It's those who we grew up with, who knows where our Achilles heel is. And when they see you progressing, when they see you getting ready to dance, do your dance in your promised land, they'll kick you in your Achilles heel. They'll say something that you didn't expect them to. They'll do something that you didn't expect them to. And it will pull you from heaven straight into hell. Now look. I know that this hurts to hear if you've never heard this message before, but it be your own family members. It be the ones in your own home who throw the most stones at you, and they big and they hard to miss. Now I know you might be wondering, why is this? Why does this happen? Look, I blame it on the most lowest one. And when I say the most lowest one, I'm talking about Lucifer, the devil, whatever you want to call him. I'm not giving him a beautiful name like Lucy or Lucifer or any relevant name. I'm saying the lowest one, the one who's on the ground. He crawls. He ain't nothing like that. When I say the most high, I'm referencing God, obviously. He's the highest, and there's the contrast, which is the lowest. So the most lowest one, he knows the people that can hurt you. He knows that it's those people who grew up with you, that saw where your failures are, that knows what touches your heart, right? And there's someone in every family, regardless of who it is, who hasn't guarded their eye gates, hasn't guarded their ear gates, hasn't guarded their mouth gates. And when you haven't guarded those three gates, that means that the enemy, the lowest one, can get access to their heart. And when he has access to their heart, he can fill it with his words. He can fill it with his leaven. He can fill it with his bread to strike the children of the Most High, to strike the children of the light, to strike the children of Israel, to strike the children that follow the light. You feel me? You kind of see where this is going, right? Because he knows that the people in your family that are supposed to love you, if he pulls their string at the right moment, because they haven't been guarding those gates, they've been watching, listening, and speaking the wrong thing, so they've been filling their heart with the wrong messages. They've left the door open to the most lowest one. He can come in and make them say and do things that they shouldn't say at inopportune times. And that's where you get those moments where you're in one of your highest moments. You just had a great victory, and someone says something to you that just throws you completely off balance. Now, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, per se. Not any of my family members, because they might see this. But when I was in real estate, right, I had just sold a lot of homes, and I got Realtor of the Year. I got Rookie of the Year for the office that I was in, right? And an individual who was close to me in that office, I considered them family. And remember, it's not just family, right? It's anybody that you let close to you, that you love. They're going to do this, right? They're going to strike you where it hurts. Well, anyway, I had just got the award. And afterwards, as we were all kind of just mingling, talking, just the same old when any meeting's over, she came up to me, and it wasn't what she said. It was how she said it. And she was just like, she looked at me with this look. My own people look just like me, And she goes, oh, they're just feeding you all the deals, aren't they? And I was thinking to myself, no, they ain't feeding me none of the deals. I got this on my own. I've been knocking on doors and calling phones. I've been making a fool of myself, knocking on everybody's door from 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock at night. Like, I've been getting it in. They ain't feeding me. I'm feeding myself, is what I wanted to say, right? And so, just based off of that little transaction, because I'm big on vibes, I'm big on the energy that I got from people, I stopped coming into the office as often. Like, I would come into the office after I had finished up doing what I was doing. I'd be in the office all day. If I wasn't in the street knocking on doors, I was in the office getting right, hearing what other people were doing, just picking up strategies. Being in the office in the real estate is the best place that you can be, besides in the streets, knocking on doors, meeting people, kissing babies, that type of thing, right? So when I stopped coming into the office, I stopped being around, top producers. I was just at home because I didn't want any more of that. See, back then, my confidence was low, real low, low. And because of that, my production dropped the next year. I mean, it dropped. Man, it was hard too. And I remember my broker brought me in, and he was like, yo, what happened? What happened to your production? And I told him, I don't know what happened, but I'll get it fixed. But anyway, to make a long story short, I started coming back into the office. Things got rectified. But what I wanted to point out by that whole little breakdown was, it was somebody close to me who threw a stone. Somebody in my own home who threw a stone that hit me, and with my low confidence, and it stopped me from doing what I used to do, which was coming into the office. It broke up my routine. Now, I want to give you a litmus test. I want to give you something that you can use to kind of weed these people out. Not necessarily weed them out, but you'll know who they are, how they move, and what they do. And it's Jeremiah 17:9, right? When you really want to know who it is that might be hitting you in your Achilles heel, or in the place that you're weak in, right? So Jeremiah 17:9 says, the heart is deceitful, and above all things, desperately wicked. Who knows it? I, the Adonai Elohim, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. Right? So, if you want to catch these people, you listen to them. You listen to what they say, because out of the fullness of the heart, the mouth speaks, right? And if I had been listening to this lady, she had been speaking of me negatively earlier, like in the year, but I didn't think anything of it because she never said it directly towards me, right? I would hear her say little slide things, but I just let it go, like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she didn't mean it in that way. It wasn't until she directed it at me directly that it hit home, you feel me? Right where it did need to hit, with my low confidence behind back then. But things have changed. So when you listen to what people are saying, you sit back and you chew on it, you think about it whenever you get home and you have that reflection time just to listen, right? Listen. You'll understand what people think about you by the words that they say, because people can only speak what's in their heart. And even if they're saying nice words, smooth words, you want to listen to how they say it, right? How are they saying those words? How does it make you feel when they say it to you? Just because somebody tells you that they love you, it don't mean they love you, bro. You gotta feel those words out. Words are energetic. They're spoken from the soul of that person. How does it feel when you have digested those words, when those molecules, you feel me, hit you? What does it feel like, right? So that's what I believe can absolutely help you, is Jeremiah 17:9, right? The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. When you already know that the hearts of human beings is corrupted, people are gonna go wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's just a part of life. And when you move in that particular manner based off of Jeremiah 17:9, you know how to look at people. You know how to take different situations when they come to you. You understand when somebody says something out of character, there's a mentor to you, there's a father figure to you, there's a mother to you, there's a brother to you. You know that, okay, that's not them, that's the most lowest one. That's him talking through him because he's trying to get at me. I must have a blessing coming my way, or something big is going on in my life, right? That's when he does that, right? That's when he pushes that nuclear option in somebody closest to you. When you're on the right path, when you're about to, when you've just hurdled something big on the way to your promised land, or you're about to come up against something big on the way to your promised land, that's when the lowest one shows up. That's when he comes to try and make you feel how he feels, because the most lowest one only has bad vibrations in him, low vibrations. He always feels some kind of way, and he wants you to feel some kind of way. So how he does that is he passes his vibrations through people who haven't guarded them gates, and it's the ones in your own home who throw the most stones, who haven't guarded their gates. So if we use Jeremiah 17:9, we already know that the heart is lost, that the heart is deceitful, that the heart just isn't going to speak the right thing sometimes. We can identify the people who are going to say the things to us in the moments that they shouldn't, and we already understand where it's coming from, why it was said, and we don't let it break us down. We don't let it break us down or stop our progress on the road to our hopes, our dreams, and our aspirations, because getting to your promised land, that's the most important thing in your life. Getting to your promised land is where your passion is. Getting to your promised land is where you are operating at your optimal performance. Getting to your promised land, I'm gonna say, is really all that matters in this life, is when you get there. Because once you get there, you fulfilled that mission. Now you're telling and shining your light and showing people, hey, this is how you get where I got to. You start leading people. You start telling people. You start helping people believe and take the lead. You see what I'm saying? Getting to your promised land will change your life. I'm not there, but I'm doing what I believe will get me to my promised land, which is inspiring you. I don't know if this message is inspiring, but I hope that it is. I hope that it helps someone out there, the words that are proceeding from my mouth. So remember, it be the ones in your own home who throw the most stones, and they do it right before something big has happened or is going to happen, to change your whole disposition, to take you out of that optimal positions, family. So that's the message for today from the Promised Land Consultant. You know the message, you know my mission statement, you know the mantra. Say it with me. I'm dedicated, family, to serving you from sun up to sun down. Dedicated family to seeing you planted, growing, and manifesting in your promised land. Family, before you leave, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me pray for you real quick, right? I pray that y'all would use Jeremiah 17:9 as you are walking to your promised land, that you'll remember that the heart is... Let me look, because I already forgot the scripture, right? The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who knows it? I, the Adonai Elohim, search the heart, right? God searches the heart. And I pray that when you see that somebody's heart is changing towards you, that you'll run to your Father, that you'll pray to your Father, that you'll find that secret place where you can pray to Him, where you can link with Him, where He can build you up, where He can put you in a place where those comments, those arrows, those words that they try to spit at you, they just bounce off of you, right? That's who you run to when those things happen, family. So I pray that over you, and I pray that that hits home, family. Aside from that, I hope each and every one of you have a blessed one till I catch you in the next one, family.
And be the ones in your own home throwing the most stones like they mind gone. Throwing stones while you building your throne. Okay, yeah, they hate seeing you in the zone, hate seeing you touching down, hate seeing you getting lifted. Yeah, no love cause you gifted like it's Christmas. Yeah, we got the presents like we walked into heaven, no leaven. We got the fresh bread. And be the ones all in your home acting like they mind gone, throwing hella stones.